Hey VC, I wanted to make another Beatles update video. Thing is, I don't have that many items here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 things to show, I think, about, if my count is right. And I really like to wait till I get a few more items so I can make, one longer video. But there's a couple of things here I've been dying to talk about, so I can't wait any longer. So I'll get to them as I go along. To start with, I picked this up, something that I'd had before in the old days of when I had my original Beatles collection. It's the re-release picture disc of Love Me Do. Okay, nice 45 here from the UK. I had a few of these. They had, they came out with She Loves You and I Want to Hold Your Hand, and I don't know if there was From Me to You. I had a few of these, but I was glad to get this one back, and it wasn't expensive at all. Nice picture there on the B side. Glad to be able to get this one back, and slow and steady, hopefully I'll get the others. Okay, well, here's the main reason, I'll get right to it really, is why I wanted to make this video so quickly. I went to a record show the other day. Since I've been collecting vinyl again in the last year and a half or so, I haven't been to an official record show. The last one I went to was probably the 1980s, in the mid-80s. And it was great to be able to go again. It was a little overwhelming because I hadn't been there in a while, and a lot of people like Beatles stuff. But unfortunately right now my funds are kind of low, so I have to be careful. I had a restriction of how much I could spend, so I was only able to get 2 Beatle items, and they're very interesting. Okay, but the first one I'm going to show you is this. Okay, it's called Outtakes with the Beatles. Okay, and it's a bootleg album. I love this cover. It's from the, I guess, Australia version of With the Beatles. And some of the tracks here you might be able to read. Outtakes of One After 909, Hold Me Tight. We got Don't Bother Me. Okay, really nice package. The thing about this album is, it doesn't really matter what it says up here, The thing about this album that's interesting to me is, I knew getting it, this is a pretty new bootleg. I never knew that there were new bootlegs on vinyl. Of course, as a collector, I've seen a lot of them from the 1970s and 1980s. But to have vinyl, I think this is in the 2000s, this album. I haven't been able to locate a year on here. I didn't look that hard, but I'm just wondering what the deal is here. My feeling is that these are outtakes that were taken from compact discs. I have a lot of compact discs of Beatles rarities called Unsurpassed Masters, and they have these outtakes on there. And I'm thinking we're getting to a point now where counterfeit records are getting made out of bootleg CDs. They're starting to put them on vinyl because there's such a vinyl craze again. Okay, and also in this vein, I got this one called Sessions. Let me take this off here. Sessions. Now this was a release that originally came out in 1985, I think it was. It was going to be an album of officially released, but the Beatles vetoed the idea and refused to have it out. Eventually, a lot of these tracks came out on the anthology series. I mean, we have stuff here like If You've Got Trouble, and That Means a Lot, and Not Guilty, and While My Guitar Gently Weeps, the slower version, and so on and so on. But the thing is, this album was originally in 1985, I think. This copy here, again, that I found at the record show, this one's from 2007, this was made. So it's not the original. Could it be that we're getting bootlegs of bootlegs now, which is kind of weird, It's a good thing. I just was amazed to find these, I didn't know they were going back to getting vinyl rarities as far as albums go. Again, I thought that everything was CD now. Well, anyway, those are the main 2 that I was excited about showing, and maybe somebody can tell me if they know anything about these. Why are there new bootlegs out there like this, taking from old CDs? Anyway, here's a John Lennon from the UK, right? yeah, Great Britain, Mind Games with an alternate cover, which again, another album I had back in the day in my original Beatle collection. The reason that I got this one was because I just liked the cover, you know. It was only $5 and it's in great shape. And the funny thing about this is, I got this one yesterday. I had actually just watched a video, and somebody on a video that I watched showed they had this album in their collection. I said, oh, I like that. I hope I find that again someday. And that same day I went to the record store, and there it was. Okay, here's a couple of albums that I used to have that I was glad to get back again. The Beatles Beat, German album. Always loved this cover. The Beatles Beat from Germany. And, you know, it's on the blue Odeon label. I know a lot of you out there like this. I don't often show, you know, the labels. I really should get into that routine. There it is. Nice blue Odeon label. Great sound quality on these imports. You know, it's why I used to collect them. Also, in that same vein, another one that I'm glad to have again. Help. Okay, the Help version. I love the way the letters are here in this version. From the Horzu label. Very happy to have that. If anybody wants to see the label on this one. Okay, we're getting... okay. And the last thing I got for this batch, another version of Beatles and Tony Sheridan, the Tony Sheridan sessions. I love the cover on this. And that's the last one for this video. And on the back we got a quote by George Harrison, a long quote. Thanks a lot for watching, folks. Take care.